Hello, hello, hello. My name is Grimulus, and I am Kia.
Hello, sir.
I really wasn't ready for that. Okay, so my name is Grimulus, and I'm joined by Gundam G Hootie
Jetty.
J.
Come on, people.
J-
I bet these guys have all played Tyrant before.
Gudjaga.
But yeah, welcome, guys. This is the pre-release event for Dead Alive 6, brought to you by the wonderful guys at East London Fighters. And are we ready to kick off our first match?
We are. But just to give you a background of today, do you know what? Like Gundam, I'm just going to call you Gundam today, by the way, because I'm old and like long names confuse me. So, what is this guy doing? No, don't do that. No, don't do that. What are you doing? Okay, so to give you a bit of background as to what's happening today, this is a pre-release event. We have copies of the game to give away to the top 3 places and lots of goodies to give out to people who do well. So to give you a bit of background on the people that we have got playing today, we have Ultimate Ivanov.
Yep.
Do you know him?
Yep. He entered Sakura Fight Festival last year. Actually won the whole thing, so he's one of the favourites today.
Indeed, and he actually won the last DOA tournament we held at Red Bull, which was part of one of our Revolver events early last year. He did very well. He did very, very well. So we actually got high hopes for him. We've got a number of killers here. We've got Jack Misty, we've got we've mentioned Ivanov, Hurricane Rev as well, the legend at this game. And we've got a few people who would probably be upset.
Possibly.
Cause an upset.
But now this is going to be a good chance to showcase the game, because this is actually the first time anyone outside of Japan and I think they said Taiwan, where they can actually play any of the characters.
Indeed.
So before we've only had the limited time demo, which had 4 characters. Now we've got the whole roster, and we're hoping to see a good variety of characters here tonight.
And we will represent core values.
Hell yes.
Lots of core values. And so are you going to be looking for those like awkward throw things that happened in the Evo presentation, where Base was like, had his fake, stuff?
To be honest, you don't really need to look for them. But in that particular case, it was in photo mode, so they were able to pause it and all the rest of it. But just like in any fighting game, to be perfectly honest, they're sort of like sexually suggestive poses after a wrestling throw is nothing new.
Yeah, it was a bit risque though, wasn't it? Really,
it was. In fact, even the ladies there thought they actually say, "It's just a bit too much," kind of thing.
I thought it was a bit much. I mean, I don't know. See, obviously I'm a KOF player. I play a bit of Tekken, I play a bit of Soul Calibur. But this game, I haven't touched it since DOA 3.
You really should, though. I mean, especially since you say you're a KOF player, since Mai is coming.
Yeah, but I never use Mai. That's like, certain people use Mai.
Certain people. I see your dirty look there.
No, I'm Team Ikari all the way. If it's not what Clark and Ralph, I'm not happy.
Fair enough.
I like to punch things and throw things around the place.
Make things explode.
Exactly. It's a way to solve the world hunger, Ooh. Indeed. But no, going back to the game, we have Ultimate Ivanov and Platinum Kid.
Yep. Okay, so looks like Ivanov is stuck on with Christie.
Okay, let me find out what side they're on. Just bear with me one moment.
Should be correct. It looks like Ivanov's on the far end, so it should be player 2, right?
Ivanov is player 2.
Yep.
Ivanov, are you player 2? Okay.
Yep, so that's correct. So we saw Ivanov lock in with Christie, putting a nice little long hair cut. And Platinum Kid with my girl, Hitomi.
Now, do you know what? If I were to pick a character, it would actually be Hitomi. I do remember playing her in 3, and I enjoyed her. That sounds really bad. I enjoyed her quite a lot.
She's a very standard character, very honest in her movesets.
Which is why I like her. She's kind of unflashy and to the point, and kind of like the female Ryu of this game.
She can hit pretty hard when she needs to as well. But after getting a little bit of a head start, looks like Ivanov is going through. Christie was known as being like one of the more troublesome characters in Dead Alive 5, very high tier for some various reasons. But this is Dead Alive 6. It's a very new game. Although the moves and the combos do carry over from Dead Alive 5. The game Dead Alive 6 plays a lot faster, so you can't quite do the exact same things.
Yep.
So one of the tricks, as well as finding a character which they're familiar with, is going to be just trying to adjust to that new speed. And people who can adjust the fastest will do the best in this tournament.
Indeed. Do you know, one thing I can't figure out on this game is the stagger.
The stagger?
And how long you stay staggered for. Because it seems to change.
It depends on the move. There's some which, and also on the combo bits on the side there. There's like fatal staggers, which are very, very long time. But there are also some minor ones like the end of combos, which just give you enough time to continue on with the attacks like that.
Repeated use of throws there. It's getting the job done.
Indeed. Even though I'm struggling a little bit here.
I think he's brought it back.
Yeah, I think so.
Got himself on the scoreboard.
But at the moment, Passing Kid is showing off a lot of the aggression, even though tends to be sort of like a more counter-attacking kind of a player. So he's more than happy to soak up the hits while blocking and then just basically come at you when you find a gap. Oh, break blow there, so that's some massive damage.
Ooh, right in the ovaries. That goes right against our core values.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I think the ultraviolence is part of the core values.
Oh, look at that.
Come on.
Couple of wall bounces. Oh.
Yeah, quick jab there, just to finish off Platinum Kids. Tony. So we're on to the final round. Christie fully stopped there with the meter though, because Platinum Kid did use all his meter for the break blow earlier. So he has some time to build up.
Oh, look at that counter. Now, what's the rule set for this? It's 4-way hold, isn't it?
Yeah, 4-way hold. So basically, there's two types. So 3-way holds and 4-way holds in this game. 3-way holds basically means that you can press up and back, or down and back, and hold. And that's what counter basically any high, mid, or low attacks. But for the 4-way holds, this was introduced in Dead or Alive Ultimate on the original Xbox, and was continued on afterwards. They changed it so that you have to press forward and hold for mid kicks only.
Ah.
So that's why it's called 4-way hold now.
Okay, but that's just mad confusing.
It is incredibly confusing. You will see, even like on top play, there'll be occasions where the opponent, one player, will just constantly do kicks. And you can see that his opponent's trying to counter it. He's doing back and hold instead of forward. He's constantly getting hit. It's a very tricky thing, but at the same time, it does help break things up a little bit. It makes it a little bit harder and more thoughtful.
Have we got the names around the correct way? Because if I've just seen right, Platinum Kid has won, but he's changed his character. Is that correct? That can't be right. That would have meant that Ultimate Evilov would have won.
This is your last chance to
Surely.
run away.
Yeah. No, Ultimate Evilov did win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So therefore, it should be it should be 1-0 Ultimate Evilov, not
Yeah.
Kid.
Okay.
So. Evilov won.
Yeah. So sorted that out.
Okay. There we go.
So yes, indeed, Lord Roku, this should be effectively the full build. I mean, obviously it's on the timer, but the full game isn't actually released yet. You can't buy it.
Yeah, but all the pre-release, all the pre-order characters are in this build. If we're lucky, we might see some PS4 and you can do. We'll have to wait and see. Although I'm kind of hoping to see someone play Nico.
Nico?
Yep, he's a completely new character in this game. Lightning user, blue hair. Looks kind of cool, and she's been dominating the Japanese tournament so far because people just haven't quite got a grasp of it yet.
All right. Okay.
But at the same time, it's more than likely that the guys here will be focusing more on familiar characters.
I should imagine so. They want to win that copy of the game, don't they? They want to win as much as they possibly can, with the least amount of work. So why would you choose a brand new character which could be an issue?
It could be an issue, it depends. If you manage to get a decent grasp of the character, but then the opponents still don't know what they're doing, that's a very big advantage for yourself. But it depends if you're confident enough to be able to pick up a character that fast.
Do you know, I've got to say, I actually really like Christine, because she uses like old snake fisting.
The snake fisting.
And that's like classic Kung Fu, do you know what I mean? I grew up in the era of the Kung Fu film.
It's, her style is actually what caused her to be considered quite high tier in the Dead or Alive 5 as well, because she's one of the few characters who is able to like very quickly counter-attack an opponent during the sidestep, because of the martial arts kind of thing. Her and Helena, who also has a bit more traditional Chinese martial arts style.
Yeah.
So those two are always considered to be very strong characters.
Oh, look at that.
Going in
That
for a
was
break
awesome.
blow, using the arm to get through, and doing the extra damage.
Do you know, it's a wonder how these girls get back up again, seriously.
You can also say about Mortal Kombat, you know.
Well, Mortal Kombat's just like stupid violence.
Believe me, this gets into stupid violence as well, but We just haven't quite seen the stages to be able to do it yet. With
I've seen
the bounces and
I've seen some of the transitions on this game where you have like a giant octopus or something that, and it flashes this person and it bounces off.
It's very much a Dead Light staple.
Some of them look really, really flash. I'd love to see them today.
Hopefully, we should be able to see some of them since the stage is on random. At the moment, this is like one of the most boring stages. But in terms of like gameplay, this is also one of the most pure.
Pure.
Because there's no distractions, there's no like extra worries about positioning other than you have a wall. So you won't get any extra damage from knocking people into explosions or knocking them into ceilings or anything like that. So
yeah.
So there are also a few stages like that in here.
Let me just find out for certain who actually won that. Okay, because I'm not entirely sure.
Well, they both got up, so I'm
pretty
sure ultimately you've not won both.
No one's jumping around like a thing. Did you win or lose that? I lost. You lost? Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, we were right. That's good. No, for you it's single elim. Yeah, for you. Everyone else gets a loser bracket, but just for you, it's single elim. Okay.
The salted reel.
Make sure you talk to Darksy, the girl over there, and she'll sort you out. Okay?
Can you really struggle with controllers like in Dead or Alive 5?
Was that a thing?
That was actually a thing. If you actually played like the photo mode or whatever and shook the controller really hard, then you could actually make the breast jiggle.
Wow. Okay. I feel educated.
we should actually ask the Koei Tecmo reps about that.
Well, they're here, so any questions you have for us today, guys, we can actually ask the Koei Tecmo guys because they're here. We've got the general manager and we've got their social media manager here today. So any questions that you have for us, feel free to ask us and we'll pass it on for you. So we're getting ready for our next match. We've got one of the guys. He's pretty strong in Tekken, or he was certainly in the early days. Called Jack Misty, and Misty also plays Dead or Alive, and I think he came second or third in the last tournament that we held at Red Bull.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys at NGI know him.
I can't say I do. Some of the other guys may do.
Okay, well he's fairly strong anyway, and he's playing up against one of Reading's players.
Ooh, Reading.
Yeah.
He's some people travelling in.
Yeah. Oh, we've got people coming all over the southeast here today, which is really cool. Yeah, Lucerne, Reading, which is like practically Wales.
God, man, I'm actually from Wales. So.
Really?
Yeah, my family's Welsh.
I did not know that. I'm learning so much today, guys. This is amazing. And he's going up against Neo Kage, who's actually travelled in from Reading today with his friend. Now, he's left one of the guys behind who's probably watching. Super, if you're watching. How you doing, dude? Shame you couldn't be here today. Hopefully, Neo Kage will do Reading proud. So these guys are going to set up, and I'm looking at my stream master, who's looking at me with a really trolly face on right now.
So trolly.
Right, okay. Guys in the chat also, in addition to asking us any questions you like regarding the game or its release or anything even about the upcoming... There's a World Championship, isn't there, for DOA?
Sorry?
There's a World Championship.
Yes, there is.
There's been one announced.
Just on Friday, in fact. There's going to be a World Championship. It's split into 3 regions, so they've got the US, Europe and Japan.
Yep.
And the top players from each region will be sent on an all-expenses paid trip to Japan at for the grand finals.
Yeah. Indeed. So we're going to give you a little bit more information about that as it becomes available to us. So. And
Julius, yes, there is. They say it's a beta, but it's more like a full demo next week. You will all actually be able to play pretty much this build online on PSN and Xbox Live next week. So hopefully you'll all get a chance to really show your stuff. And maybe beat some of the guys in today's tournament. Yeah,
Kevin was asking in the chat where his money is. It's in trust. Yeah. So the guys are what? Okay, the guys are. Misty is. Oh, let me ask. Neo. Which character are you?
Totally pro production.
Bayman. Neo's Bayman.
So I have to wait till it loads.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, Neo is Bayman, just to clear that up.
And we have Tyrant.
Yeah, we're going to do a button check first. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do a button check first, I think, before we get started. I think this is a button check. I hope both people think it's a button check, because if not, this is going to be a very, very quick.
This is quite... No, I think they're actually going at it.
Yeah, okay, well, fine. They're going at it. That's fair enough.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say not too much change from Dead or Alive 5. And yeah, Misty just going in all in on the aggression mode.
Okay. Let's find out if there are any new stages.
This is a bit of a remix of the stage from Dead or Alive 5, actually. Well, this was introduced in the last round, I believe. This was one of the lower levels of one of the multi-tier stages, but it's spun out its own stages here. And it's just been a little bit busier here. So got a few more obstacles. Some viewers over there on the background there, which if you knock your opponent into them, they sometimes push them back out as well, giving you an opening for another combo.
That's pretty cool. I like that kind of interaction. You should have that more often, I think. Can you imagine that in KOF? Stage interaction.
It shouldn't be too bad. I mean, the only other time you've really... Well, stage interactions, KOF, are quite difficult. So especially like, you see do it in RS games, it doesn't quite work out unless the game is designed around it like Dead or Alive is.
Yeah.
Otherwise it just feels a bit tacked on.
That was an important throw break there. Neo Cargo doing his best to try and...
fatal blow. That was enough to kill.
Those ribs.
So, game 1 to Misty. Very, very good timing there.
I can hear the wind cry.
Did it just say a new stage was unlocked?
No.
It didn't. I'm misreading things.
I have been told that not all stages have been revealed, but they haven't said anything about which ones are there.
Ah, okay.
And
Kingdom Hearts crossover with
if there's a Dixieland stage, I'll just go ham destroying everything there.
See,
this is another remix stage. It was in Dead or Alive 5 and 4, almost as is, but the difference being that the weeds on the other end there, they're now a breakable wall, so you can actually push knock people through them and land into another area, which Misty is trying to do right now. Oh, nice there for the break hold. So he basically Neo Cargo there spent half the bar, half 1 meter to do a special throw, which basically takes away any of the guessing game.
Right. Okay. Does Bayman not have an air throw?
He does, but so far he hasn't been able to hit this in the air yet. Take effect of it. But,
okay, so a bit of background info regarding Neo Kage. He's a big body character, big body player rather. So in any fighting game he plays, you'll always choose the biggest, the slowest, the most awkward to use. In Soul Calibur, he'll use Aspro. In KOF, he'll use KOD or, you know, the big characters. Usually grapplers. Do we have any guesses? Do you know what? That's a very good question, Tananor. I'm going to go and ask the dude right now. Excuse me.
I wish. I tried. I tried.
Did you really?
He knows. Simon knows who it is, but he would not divulge the information.
Oh, that is not fair.
It is, but we'll have to make it do. But there's not too much of a long wait. Mai's coming in June, so that's not too far.
Well, I'm hoping that it's not another female, if I'm honest. I want, like, Clark or Ralph.
Clark or Ralph.
And I'll be happy with that.
And here you go with Kyo Kusanagi.
In it. Well, there you go. Ooh, Neo Cargo actually coming back. He's got some life with him.
Oh, and the break hold there. Can he finish it off?
No, he doesn't.
No, he didn't go for the aggression. He chooses to back off now. So back into neutral, and now they're just trying slobber knocking. Set. Oh,
there you go.
And Neo Kage manages to finish off the round there with a nice quick hold.
Yeah. Well, at least he's managed to get himself on the scoreboard here. Showing that there's some fight left in him. I like the way he's playing though. He's very slow and considerate. I think it's indicative of a person who's not really had that much time with this game.
And also, Bayman himself is not a particular character who's really into like long, flashy kind of moves.
Yeah, he causes a lot of stun.
He does. His moves don't really tend to connect too much, but they all hit very hard.
Yeah.
I can hear the wind cry.
So yep, 2-0 to the Misty there.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Upside Down Gwen. Yeah, but maybe it's a female costume for a male character, which means it could be Ash Crimson.
Oh god, not Ash Crimson.
Never thought of that, did you? Yeah, could be Ash Crimson.
I could definitely do with him staying dead.
Yeah, we don't want the Ash Crimson, do we? That guy's a a blight on the KOF landscape.
I'm sure that there'll be some fans of Elizabeth, though.
Oh no, Elizabeth would be awesome. Although I can't see how she'd work in this game.
Well, we never thought that might be able to work in this game, but they managed to do it.
But mind you, Elizabeth doesn't actually have a projectile,
Yeah,
does
for a
she?
start, yeah.
So that's a big help in itself.
Might be a bit unfair with the range with her whip, but I'm sure they'll find ways around that.
So guys, let us know how you think it's going so far. We've had 2 fairly decent matches. The expected people have won their first rounds. So we've had Ultimate Ivanov, who's gone through in his first match.
Indeed.
We've had the Misty, who's also very strong. He's gone through in his first match. And we've got a treat for you now. We have, stepping up to the plate, Eternal Dragon. Now, you'll know this player from his Tekken commentary, because you know commentating so long. You'll know him from Soul Calibur, being a very, very active and vocal member of the Soul Calibur community. And you'll know him now for DOA.
Hey.
This guy's like the ultimate meme for branching out, isn't he? You know, if you could take roots in every single fighting game, he would. He's very, very talented.
There's always some people like that in every
know,
community.
right?
It's not fair.
I struggle. I struggle to play one game good. This guy plays all of his games good. But you know, to be fair, just like everybody here, he's fairly new to this game, so we're not expecting anything major.
Well, to be fair, everyone is new to this game.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is the first time all the characters have been selectable. So even if they've got lots of experience with Dead or Alive 5, it's not exactly easy to transition all your skills immediately to Dead or Alive 6. So these guys will improve, definitely.
Are the differences that great in the games?
Actually, you find that the majority of the movesets are actually identical to Dead or Alive 5, including the animations. But what makes everything different is the speed. Dead or Alive 6 is a faster game than Dead or Alive 5, and that changes a lot just by increasing the tempo.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Onryo, do you realise that this is a pre-release tournament? I don't think you can really expect anything to be high level.
Not yet. Maybe in the demos.
Yeah.
Maybe in the finals, once all the players have started warmed up, they started to feel more comfortable with the players. Because this is, as you said, this is like pre-release, brand new. Some of these guys have not played these characters at all.
At all. It's literally brand new to everybody here. You know, nobody here has been exposed to this game prior to anything. So anyway, to the game, we have NJT, Nijota's Eternal Dragon.
Honryu, the Japanese have had this build for quite some time now. I think I've seen at least 3 tournaments within the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In Japan, on this one, and I'm not sure if the play is like particularly fantastic, since Nico just seems to steamroller everyone. But yeah, and give it time, and I'm sure that the players will be able to step up the game, step up the plate.
Yeah. Hey, N1G John? Is I'm saying that right? Yeah, we have pretty much just started. We've only been live for about half an hour or so. We're going to be here for most of the day.
2 games so far. So
Yeah. Yeah. So, reigning Tyrants, a virtual newbie, really. I don't think I've seen him before.
He's doing pretty well against Eternal Dragons, though.
Yeah, but to be fair, Eternal Dragon, he's got that Bayman. And anybody
I'm
who's
always going to root for Ayane. She's been one of my main characters since Dead or Alive. Well, Dead or Alive 1 when she was introduced on PS1.
But she's dressed like a thought. She is. Seriously. How is that practical battle wear?
To be fair, I don't think Bayman's actually wearing practical battle wear. It's more like just a seaman outfit.
A seaman?
A seaman.
I was going to say, a seaman. Core values. Core values. But there you go. We had Eternal Dragon doing quite well.
Having said that, Reigning Tyrant does not look like a complete newbie in how to use Ayane. He knows some of the basic stuff.
In all fairness, because I played the demo for this, not the demo, the beta, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And one of the things I found on this game was, because I think you could only choose 4 characters.
Yeah. It was Kasumi, Hayate, Ayane, and Diego.
Yep. And one of the things I found difficult to get past was the sheer amount of button bashing that people were doing online. And I'm like, do you know what? I don't know how to count all of this stuff yet.
That is actually one of the fears at the moment, especially with the Fatal Rush combos, which you can do just by pressing R1.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, a lot of people, including myself, think it's a bit too good because it doesn't cost anything to do.
Yeah.
And if you hit and you have full beta, it automatically goes into the break mode for some really big damage.
Uh-huh.
And if the opponent manages to block it, then they get block stunned at the end, so therefore it's perfectly safe.
Right.
And the only way to counter it is by using the Fatal Hold, which is by actually burning meter. So if you don't have meter to use, you've got to suck it up somehow.
Ah. Oh, okay, look. Bayman, piloted, used by Eternal Dragon, has just lost the first round. Now, I'm looking over at Eternal Dragon. He's got that face on which says, I'm going to hurt you.
Oh dear, yeah.
No, ignore this.
I don't want to be on the receiving end of that face.
Yeah.
He's in proper concentrate mode. But yeah, unfortunately, this is actually a timed demo, unfortunately. So there'll be on occasions where we have to basically reset everything.
That's fine, but it won't happen mid-game.
No.
So that's actually not a problem. Right, so getting back to it, we have Eternal Dragon going straight the way back to Bayman.
Okay.
And reigning Tyrant sticking with Ayane
Yep.
with that Fox costume. All the guys in the chat going, she's not a thought. She's a tall drink of nectar from the gods. That's
I would agree with that.
What? I don't know. Really? Guys, if you can hear us okay, if there's no issues with the sound, it's cool. But if there are, let me know. If you've got any questions for the Koei Tecmo team, let me know. I'll see if I can pass them on to you. Either myself and or Gundam may have already spoken to them. If not, we'll get one of our guys to go off and answer for you and to come back with an answer. But if you're having fun, let us know.
QK Autotune, I totally agree. They're way, way flossier costumes.
Get away from me! Fox, be gone! So here we go, nice air juggle there.
Tyrant's, yeah, taking all that Ayane knowledge, good use.
So all those spins, how is she not dizzy?
She's one of those special kind of characters like Link Xiaoyu in Tekken. She's equally good facing you or with a back face to you.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Chain throw. Still some life left. Not anymore. Can you use backlash in this game? Sure you can, of course, why not? Is there a harangue equivalent in this game?
Rick.
Rick.
He does taekwondo as well, and his movesets is very kick-based.
Ah, okay. So there's something for everybody.
Indeed.
There's a Clark clone here in Bayman for me, so I'm happy with
Fair
that.
enough. There's even like Diego. He reminds me a lot of Brian Fury, actually.
Okay.
Very, very short combos, but very, very painful. Every move hurts.
Okay, apparently Rig is the closest to being
Rig
a
is closest.
Is that what you said? That's
Yep.
not what you said.
That's what I said.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, Rig.
That's what you said. That's what he said, man. Now, we've already been asked which KOF characters are in DOA 6. Now, the guys know this, but they're not telling us. We know that Mai's in it. We don't know who the secondary is. I'm hoping it's either Clark or Ralph or a male character.
I'm honestly happy with Mai. She was actually, she wasn't the strongest in Devil May 5, but she was a heck of a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, that juggle. Ooh, uppercut.
There
Look
we
at
go
that.
with the fatal rush,
Ooh.
and into break flow.
Thought.
And
Be
that
gone!
is game over.
She broke her face, reflecting our core values, everybody. So there you go.
Yes, Luong would be an interesting choice, I have to admit.
She would fit, to be fair.
Yeah, and now you talk about thoughts in DOA, and as soon as we talk about Luong, you're like, oh no, she's perfectly fine.
Yeah. No, Luong would absolutely fit in this game. It's gone down to last round.
Last round here, so Eternal Dragon can still bring it back to that 1-1.
Yeah, the last thing he'd want to do now is go down into losers. There's some people. Well, mind you, I don't know.
He might be able to pull that out, but the Sharks are still definitely very much in the winner's side here. He comes in with the fatal counter again. Not sure why Reigning Tyrant didn't just try to throw out a break hold on there. Just
Look at
minimize
this.
the damage, but there we go.
Oh, it's coming down to the wire now. Now, of course, I'm not biased here at all, but you know. No, come on.
No, not quite. There we go.
Unlucky.
So
There
Reigning
you go.
Tyrant touches it out. Playing very, very just Dead or Alive style, Dead or Alive 5 style. I didn't see anything really take advantage of the new mechanics like the Eternal Dragon did.
But that's because nobody knows anything about the new mechanics yet.
Oh, he still had that demo, the 4-player demo. That was enough to throw some of the mechanics in there. So.
Do you know what I like about this game? After you win or whatever, you can actually change the rotation of the camera. So you can actually take a picture of you standing over the broken corpse of somebody else.
the KO'd opponent.
Yeah, the KO'd opponent, the dead body. And, post it on socials. I like it. It's a really good addition to this game. There's a lot of things about this game that I actually really quite like.
There's lots of things to like.
Yeah. And as long as they put Clark in it, I'll be even happier.
There you go. Salty Bayman there.
Look at that face. He's like, I got fossied up, man.
Well, he still doesn't look as concentrated as Eternal Dragon did just before the first round.
I know. Thing is, Eternal Dragon is such a fundamental player. In every fighting game that he plays, he likes to try and work out the frames. Can I punish this? Can I punish that? It's almost like he approaches the game like Spock. You know, he tries to...
Very, very logical.
Indeed.
Almost mechanical.
Very methodical as well. So I'm not, surprised really that this early outing he wasn't, didn't go in his favour. But he's in losers and he's still a strong player.
I think he started a good chance.
But of course, congratulations to Reigning Tyrants for winning his first game. Now we're waiting for our second game, and hopefully that'll turn up soon. And as soon as it does, we'll let you know. Ooh, we have another one of the Reading duo stepping up.
Rocking Korean ball top as well.
Yeah. And this guy, his name is Medion, and he's an old school player. I'll say old school. He falls in my age bracket, and I'm not going to tell you how old I am, so you guys can work it out for yourself. Again,
we're going down to 98 and ST.
Probably
ST levels.
before then, actually.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, but
World Warriors.
Before then. So we've got stepping up. We've got Ultimate Ivanov, who's going to be playing up against Medion. Now Medion is a classically trained player. He's a KOF player like myself, and he also dabbles in DOA, and is also, strangely enough, very, very good at what was that game again? It's a Star Wars dancing game.
Star Wars dancing?
I know, right? I can't remember what it's called.
The Kinect one?
Yeah.
The Kinect? Yeah, I think it's Star Wars Kinect.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He's really, really good at that.
You had to remind me that thing was a thing. Oh, dear.
Okay, so they're getting ready to thingy. Now, guys, bear with me a moment. I'm just going to run off and get my laptop.
I made pretty much all the Fatal Fury characters, all the original ones are now KOF. But it always makes me laugh a little bit that Mai actually looked better in Dead or Alive 5 than she does in King of Fighters 14. Julius, you've got to remember that when Hitomi was first introduced, she was the darling of Itagaki back in the day. He loved that character to bits, which is why when they re-released the original Dead or Alive and the remade Dead or Alive 2 as Ultimate on the Xbox, she was specifically put in there, just because Itagaki likes the character that much. I'm not entirely sure. Well, no 9 TOS Gaming. See if I can find out for you.
That's it. It's fine.
Ben, can you do us a favour? One of the guys is asking if there are multiple taunts for the characters. I'm not entirely sure. Can the guys find out? Okay, we're passing the question over to the Koei Tecmo guys. Hopefully we'll have an answer. If not, we'll just fire it up off stream and just find out. The thing about the taunts is that the basic animations are most likely going to be pretty much the same, but they'll say something different each time round. Zuguzu, I'm actually with you. The new intros don't quite have that same impact as the ones in Dead or Alive 5, and also the break blows themselves. They just don't look as cool as power blows. I've got to say it. Bring Adam E from Nier Automata. Nichan!
Hello, did you miss me?
They did indeed.
No, they didn't miss me at all, did they? They were like, man, why is this guy back for? No, we had to, we had a bit of difficulty with the stream setup, and I just wanted to make sure everything was fine. And there was a question that was asked, wasn't there, about multiple taunts?
The chat has answered that, saying that there are multiple taunts, but I'm not sure if it's going to be the same as in Dead or Alive 5, because in DOA 5, the animations for the taunts were all the same, but the quotes from the characters were different.
Yeah.
So it could be that.
Do you know what, Kwis? I actually read that to read, why is this guy black? So, I should really put my glasses on, huh? Right, so here we go. Ultimate even of, and Medion.
So Medion using Phase 4, which is one of the pre-order characters. You have to get the digital Ultimate Edition to buy it, but I'm sure she'll be available on day one.
I think the names are wrong.
Should be, even though it was a Christie player of the previous match. So
okay, no, yeah, ignore me.
Sense, yeah.
So I know not what I say. It's fine.
Yeah, this is even though it's starting to get a little bit more comfortable now. Picking up a lot on the front is a lot easier.
Ooh, look at that.
And going straight in there, yep.
Again.
So Medion's definitely knows that. He definitely knows a little bit of Phase 4 stuff.
I told you, he's a classically trained fighter.
Ooh, dear.
What has happened? What has happened? Does somebody not desync their controller? Because I'm... Yeah, I know, it's not them, obviously. Okay, my guys are on it as we speak. Somebody is in trouble.
We're going to have to beat some core values into this person.
Exactly. Guys, we know, we're on it. We're on it. Guys, this does not represent our core values. I'm going to do that as often as I can. It's such a cool meme. Okay, so we'll find out. What shall we do? Shall we start the game again, or?
It depends on them. If they're happy to continue, then they should be allowed to do so. But,
yeah.
If they want to restart, then they can do so as well.
Yeah, I'll ask them what they want to do, because this isn't a serious
tournament. This was unfair.
Yeah, this isn't a serious tournament. It's not like a world championship or anything.
Yeah, indeed.
You know, this is a pre-release. No one's expected to be great. You know, this is more about fun. So we're going to ask the guys what they plan to do, what they would like to do.
Dragon Player says, yes, this is the English dub. Unfortunately, you cannot actually change the voice to Japanese in this particular build. So we're stuck with English.
Now they've decided to carry on, which is fair.
Enough. And immediately definitely even off showing up some pretty good fisty tech there. And he's really good at the camera.
Now, somebody mentioned the season passes in DOA. Now, DOA
Yes.
5, didn't that have like an exceedingly expensive amount of DLC?
They did, and most of them were actually costume sets. So I don't think that they've had too many sales of full-on season passes. But the current one, which they've announced so far, has 2 costume sets. One of which has been announced as the wedding set.
The wedding set.
Literally, they had Bayman as the groom and Mary Rose and Kasumi in bright dresses to show off.
Yeah.
And they've also said the 2 King Fighters characters will be part of the season pass as well. Obviously, we know Mai is one of them.
Right. But I think the DLC for the last DOA was, like I said, if you bought all of it, it was like 1,000.
If you bought it all like in one go, it was like £1,000. But you've got to remember that Dead or Alive 5 was quite an old game.
Yeah.
Because it was released during the later half of the PS3 and Xbox 360 era.
Yeah.
And they had DLC content there. And that moved on to Dead or Alive 5 Last Strand when they moved on to the next gen console. So it's had a very long tail.
Right, so going back to the game, we've got Phase 4, who looks like Ayane.
No, she's a clone of Kasumi.
That's what I meant, sorry.
So
The other
she
one.
has similar moves in some ways, but they did manage to make her different enough.
So she's not just a palette swap.
No, she's definitely not.
Okay. I should imagine that Christy would be a button basher's dream, really, wouldn't she?
I wouldn't say definitely so. You definitely get a little more out of her if you're more controlled.
Yeah.
In terms of button bashing characters, I'd say probably Lisa or La Mariposa and maybe Brad Wong.
Brad Wong, but he's a drunken master bloke,
Yeah,
right?
so he's basically both ends of the spectrum. You can be incredibly annoying just by button mashing, but you can be very, very deadly if you know what you're doing.
Right. Right. So we're slowly making our way through this bracket. If you guys wanted to keep up with what's happening, I am going to work some magic here because I can.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, it's a possibility. Or it could be that they decide to do a completely separate release version just for the new consoles and leave Dead or Alive 6 vanilla as is. Since I believe that's what they did with Dead or Alive 5 and Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate. You couldn't really cosplay or keep going with that one. Redwood's trying really hard, and it definitely shows that he's not a beginner with Phase 4, but even though it's just too much for him at this point. All the pressure coming here from Rubenov. Oops, good counter attack there by Medion, but it's not able to continue with it, and the break blow back the corner. Guessing Rubenov out of a deadly situation. Oh, it's a counter break blow. They're throwing them all at each other now. The kitchen sink and everything that's gone through, but it is Ivanov who prevails.
Feeling disheartened? I'll make you cry some more.
Right.
Dragon Player, I understand where it's going through, but having said that, I feel that the new break blows lack the impact which the old power blows did. You know, when you hit the power blow, you knew that there was going to be like real damage coming in soon. You don't quite get that with the new ones, but it definitely helps with the flow of the game.
Indeed. So let's see who we've got next. I've got my my Lappy Lapududa in front of me, so I can look at the brackets. We've just seen elsewhere the two Hurricanes. We've got Hurricane of 87, who played against Hurricane Rev. Interesting side story from Hurricane of 87. His name. When were you born? What year?
Earlier than 87.
Sorry?
Earlier than 87.
Earlier than 87? Okay, my dear. Okay, so there was a huge hurricane in 1987, which meant that I got the day of school because a tree landed on my school and kind of obliterated it. And that's what he decided to name himself, because in October of 1987, there was a hurricane, so Hurricane of 87. Yeah, anyway, so...
Still, that hurricane did not stand a chance against the Hurricane Rev.
In it, exactly. So Hurricane of 87 is now in losers. Now losers bracket is being played as we talk. It looks like Eternal Dragon is now out of the tournament.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Knocked out by Crapo.
Crapo.
Yeah, what a name.
Uh-huh. So, well, there was another guy here. You are a minger. Who's actually got disqualified, but there you go. So now we've got the Misty, who we saw win earlier. I can't remember who he used, actually. I really can't. Anyway, but he's going up against...
Hayate, I believe,
yeah. Oh, that's right, Hayate. And he's going up against a Zoe Master. Have I pronounced that correctly?
He's a Yoi Master, yeah.
Izoi Master.
He's a Yoi.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing a Blaze Blue player there.
Is that a Blaze Blue character?
Yeah.
See, I have such limited knowledge outside of my game, which is like anything outside of KOF, Soul Calibur, maybe a little bit of Tekken. I really don't know. But yeah. Hey, Top Boy! It's been a while. How you doing? So yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. If you've just tuned in, this is a pre-release tournament for Dead or Alive 6. We've got Koei Tecmo in the house. They're also policing the chat. So if you guys have got any questions that you would like to ask about core values or any other upcoming items on the game, they may well answer you. But for the most part, we're being told we can't say.
Sworn to secrecy.
Yeah.
The ninjas will get us otherwise.
Yeah, indeed. So yeah, we're just getting ready for this next match. We've got a Zoe Master, and we have the Misty. Ooh, Battle of the Ninjas.
Indeed. So the Hayabusa versus Hayate.
This is like DOA 1 release demo stuff.
Hard to say, since Hayate didn't exist until Dead or Alive 3.
I knew that. I was just testing you.
PD shows, yes, there will be a demo for general release next weekend. It's going to be a timed demo, so effectively they're calling it the beta, but it's basically going to be pretty much this game with all the announced stages so far and all the characters.
Indeed. So, as expected, the Misty taking that first round somewhat convincingly.
Playing very cautious here.
What is this? Oh, there's a thingy.
A dinosaur.
What's going on?
Yeah, we got dinosaurs.
Again,
yes.
Get away from my baby, he says. Oh, and allowed him to do an air throw, was that?
That dinosaur thing was similar to the crowd pushing as well. So the dinosaur basically lifted him up and put him back into the ground in stun state to allow for extra combos.
Yeah.
So that was a stage interaction.
Wow, that was awesome.
Yeah, both characters, both players being very cautious in this one, not getting too into the thick of things.
Zori Master.
Yoi Master. Hayabusa did have all the meat on deck, but used it all there on a failed break blow, so they're about even in terms of resources.
Okay, so We've gone down to the final round. This is actually closer than I thought it would be. Do you know, I should really stop having, bias when it comes to my player choices.
It's difficult to do, but
It is, because like I said, I know Misty quite well, I think. And I know how good a player he was, because like I said, he came third, I think, or second in the last tournament we did.
Misty definitely getting advantage there, using up the meters for the power, the break below.
Yeah.
So putting himself in a very strong position in terms of like lead. Izio must have to do a lot of work to come back, but it is doable. No. Misty just finding the gap and just finishing it.
That stagger, can you shake your way out of it?
Hear the wind cry.
You can, for the particularly long ones, but usually you don't get the chance to because the opponents will already be on your ass by then.
Right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Let's go. Hayate.
Okay, so going into game number 2, the Misty in the lead. Here you go with the equivalent of a hop kick. Wait, hang on, there's no Claudio equivalent in this game, is there? I'm hoping not, because that character needs to disappear.
Depends. Like I said, Diego is the time character with the short combos with really heavy hitting moves, so he could be similar to either Claudio or Brian, depending on how you feel about it.
Right, okay. Okay, Zoe Master backing off. Should he have done that?
It's well, that's what they're doing at the moment for the whole game. They don't want to get too close. They're basically spending a lot of time in the distance and just taking small pot shots here and there. Misty starts to get into the swing of things a little bit. Oh, nice punish there.
So with punishing on this game is obviously a thing. That's a big thing in most fighting games.
Oh my
Can we expect to see a lot of it in this game? Because I've noticed that there's a lot of moves which take you backwards and which move you forwards quite quickly.
It can be very much so. I mean, just by the simple fact of having holds in the game, it's very easy to punish whiffs because you can just throw a hold in. If it whiffs, then you can go in and do the attack. If it doesn't whiff and actually hits, you just count it. So
Right, got ya. Got ya.
a bit surprising there with the miss from the fatal launcher there.
Oh, there you go. A lot of poor guesses from I can't pronounce his name.
Izio Master, yeah.
Zoe Master. You saw a lot of counters that he attempted, but a lot of them failed.
Yeah, most likely because he lack of familiarity with the game just means that he wasn't able to guess correctly which height the counter was for. He did have a lot of resources though, so he could have actually used the break hold, which just basically eliminated the guessing games anyway.
Yeah.
But again, some of these players are very much into a Dead or Alive 5 mindset at the moment.
Right. Bear with me just one moment.
Oh, no. Upside down grunt. No need to be insulting here. Comparing anyone to Sasuke is just... oof. Yes, Tony Logic, the demo should be worldwide, so it should be for everyone. Well, anyone on PS4 and Xbox One with a valid PS Plus and Xbox Live subscription at very least. We believe that it is worldwide, but even if it was Japan only, I think quite a few people know how to bypass that and go to the Japanese store to download.
I should imagine so.
Yeah.
I should imagine so.
Square Window, these are all being played on PS4 Pros.
Because that's how we roll. That's how we roll at Elf.
There we go.
No, actually, Koei Tecmo were good, kind enough to actually provide us with consoles for the game. With the game, they'll be taking them back at the end of the day, I think.
Yeah.
They won't leave us with them. But yeah, without their help, we couldn't have done this. So, shouts to Koei Tecmo. So from now on, pretty much every single game will be on stream. We've got this game, which is now...
this is going to be interesting.
Indeed.
Ivanov versus Hurricane Rev. This is a run back from the Sakura Fight Festa Grand Finals from last year. Last time, Ivanov won it after Rev did manage to reset the brackets, but we'll see how it goes this time round.
We've got... this is the winner's semi-final. After this, we've got the Misty, who's up against former Revolver winner, Solid Rose. Yeah, he's very, very solid. Now, a lot of the guys that have reached this point of the game, this tournament, I've expected to reach this far. I've looked at them and I thought, do you know what? These guys...
They have a history with the game.
They have a history.
They know their stuff.
They have a history. But we'll also be able to track their journey through losers after this, because we'll be at losers round 3.
Okay, yeah.
And then pretty much every single game after that will be on stream. So for the rest of the day, or as long as the tournament lasts for, you'll be getting Dead or Alive. We're not going to skip on any matches. You'll see absolutely everything.
Screw Indo. Yes, Rev is still using Miller. So this will be Miller versus Christie, at least to begin with.
Yes, don't turn off the blood and gore. That does not reflect our core values. So guys, if you're enjoying this stream, let us know. If there are any issues with the sound, I will let my guy, Trim, Mr. Gems, who is currently running the stream, know. So this is going to be interesting. We've got a Hurricane Red. Now this guy practically carried the DOA community.
Yes, pretty much.
Almost single-handedly.
He has never given up on the game.
No, not once. And you know, I don't know how good he is because I've not actually seen him play.
He's very solid.
Is he?
He's very solid.
Is he? Okay, well this will be an interesting match because Ivanov is very solid. Hurricane Rev is very solid.
Like I said, the Grand Finals at Sakura Fight Festival last year was one heck of a show.
Yeah.
But Ivanov managed to etch that out in the end. So should be interesting to see.
Christie. I like Christie. I think I'm going to main the hell out of Christie. She's got that snake fist Jackie Chan thing going on. Thank you guys for confirming that the stream is good.
Okay, so Ivanov getting very neat. Okay, so Ivanov takes up the first round fairly convincingly. Let's see if Rev's got something to come back, because both players have only really had like this afternoon really to really get through the game.
Exactly.
And their characters.
But what the hell? What was that?
That was Hurricane Rev doing his Dead or Alive stuff, Dead or Alive 5 stuff. he was looking at his notes and practicing all, making sure that he could still do them.
What the hell was that? Glitchy nonsense.
It wasn't glitchy nonsense. It's just basically flurry of punches.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, because it looks like... Okay, fine.
I think it's the game's attempt to make it...
I see what happens.
Trying to make it look fast.
Oh, got ya.
And the stage transition, wow, this is...
Look at that.
That is one hell of an improved stage transition.
That was stunning.
That was proper Jackie Chan.
Okay, so that guy who was asking for a high-level match, I think we've pretty much got it here.
Well, you don't get much higher than this.
You don't. Not on, like, you know, before the game's written.
Indeed.
Yeah. I can't even talk, I'm so excited.
The only downside to it is I haven't really seen them use like a lot of the Dead or Alive 6 exclusive new stuff.
Yeah.
You can see from both their plays, apart from like the occasional break blow, they're very much going into their Dead or Alive 5 mindsets here.
Goes for the low blocks.
Yeah, you can see like they're both playing fairly defensively. They're just trying to find the gaps so they can unleash their flurry of punches. Ooh, nice.
Look at this.
Nice counter there.
Get off me, he says. Nice whiff punish. Superman punch.
And just like that, it goes from Miller having the advantage all the way to Christie, all the way up to the car. And back to the sidestepping game.
Oh,
Even off. Oh, he cancelled it.
what happens?
You can cancel the break blow when it first hits.
Yeah.
So if you press hold again before the animation starts, you can cancel it, and it leaves the opponent in a fatal stun. So it gives you a chance to do a very like a really powerful combo counter. But I think that might have been by accident from Even. I think it might have been caught mashing there.
Yeah.
But because of that, the break blows in the mode 6 actually does the same job as the power blow and power launcher from Dead or Alive 5.
Yeah. So I'm actually really engrossed in this match. This has literally got me watching. Like, wow.
This is a hold your breath moment.
Yeah. So Mila is basically what's that bird's name
Still
from
alive.
Tekken?
Next touch will kill.
Josie from Tekken. That's who I'm thinking. Same color scheme and everything.
Oh!
Just ran into the tippy toe of
He
its foot.
thought he was out of range, but he just got caught.
That is unfortunate.
I'll make you cry.
That is incredibly unfortunate. But that was a hype match, wasn't it?
That was.
That was incredibly
and
good.
We're in for the next one now. You can see Hurricane just go, what?
I was safe.
It's not Dead or Alive 5.
Oh, wow.
I'll play with you.
Okay, so they're going straight back into it. No character changes. You wouldn't expect one from either of these guys anyway. They love their names.
Yeah, indeed. Surprisingly, that speed missed. I thought it would have caught, but maybe there's some frames of invincibility.
There's some. Dead or Alive has some very, very strange hitboxes at times.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, like for some characters, there are moves which they're clearly jumping up in the air, but they'll be caught by a sweep.
Yeah, got ya. Now, for the first time, we've seen Ultimate Evelov being conservative in his attack.
Indeed.
He's actually worried about going forwards against Hurricane Rev. And rightly so, I think, because Rev is doing work.
Mila is very much a rushdown kind of character, so it's a smart move to just keep the distance and just soak up any attacks which you can, and just take your time with it, just chip them down slowly. Yeah, see?
Yep, got ya.
Take the maximum advantage when you can, but don't take risks.
Just wow, look at this.
There we go.
That pressure against the wall. That wall pressure. Get out of the wall. Get out of the wall. Get away from the wall even.
It's unlucky few guesses there from Rev. They've always been Lisa there, I think. Even though I tried to get away with a very, very quick fatal blow there, but Rev didn't bite. Managed to block it. So Rev having the advantage in terms of resources now. Whereas Evenov has to build his way up, I guess. Doing quite well, though.
Now,
this is definitely the Christie style which we know and I would say love-hate.
Love-hate.
Yeah, she's one of those characters, somewhat divisive, should we say.
Right. Well, I'm just liking the Snake Fist, Jackie Chan nonsense, man. That's got me sold. You know, I can see me recreate a snake in the Eagle Shadow. Snake and Prey not to Shaolin.
And the other interesting fun fact, the Japanese voice actress who does Christie's voice did Sailor Moon.
Oh, awesome! Like the original...
The original Japanese Sailor Moon.
Wow, she must be adult. Wow. Okay, fair enough. That works.
Oh, wake up, break blow, but didn't followed up with a combo this time round. So
well, mind you, that's more damage, so
yeah,
that works.
Potentially it does more damage, yeah. But it's the same with the power launchers and the power blows. The break blows in this game will do set amount of damage, whereas if you know that you can do more with the combo, then it's better to cancel and go into it. But even off making short work of Rev on that particular match.
Yeah, indeed. So that's 2. And the guys.
So that means Rev goes down to
Yep, indeed.
the losers.
Why are they going again? Did I say they could?
Sure.
No, it's not best of 3. It's just best of 2. So I'm not quite sure why. This is not like winners final or anything. So I'm not entirely sure why they're going again.
Unless something particular happens.
Well, either way, this looks like we're going to have another high-level match of Dead or Alive. I'm not complaining.
No, I don't think anyone's going to complain about watching more of this.
We'll let them go through with it. It's fine.
Dragon Player, we certainly hope so, but unfortunately the Fatal Combo definitely has high spamming ability, especially with beginner characters.
Yeah, Arnold, let them play it out. It's fine. Let them play it out because I'm enjoying it. It's fine. Let them play it out. This one won't count. This one won't count, but let them play it out because I'm enjoying the exhibition. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, carry on. This match won't count, but carry on.
Even though you're through, but we want to watch this.
Yeah.
Enjoy. There we go. We're letting them, don't worry, Corey, we're letting them play.
Yeah, we're letting them play. No, what are you doing? No, carry on. Yeah, this match won't count because Ivanov is already through. Yeah, but we're enjoying it, so carry on.
Give us more Dead or Alive, damn it.
Yeah, they're gonna play anyway. That's good.
Yeah, indeed.
So where are we? We have Hurricane Web, who's already in losers, but we're enjoying this match, so we're gonna let them play.
And
it
we
on.
think chat will enjoy a little bit more high level,
Indeed.
mid-high-ish level Dead or Alive play. So
Indeed.
we give you what you want.
Now we have our next match lined up, which is the Misty, who we've seen earlier using Hayate. Is it Hayate? Or Hayabusa?
Misty.
It's one of the two. And he's going up against Solid Rose after this.
Yeah.
But we have a costume change from Ivanov.
And his style change as well.
Indeed.
Liking the long hair.
I don't know, I like it with short hair. This is kind of more WWE stuff, and I don't really like hair in the face while you're fighting things. Just, I don't like it. I have to tie mine back while I wash the dishes. So, yeah.
There we go. We're starting to get a little bit more Dead Life 6 over there with Mila doing Hurricane Rev there with a very nice break hold, but not enough to stop the break hold.
Goodbye, my opener. Nice counter.
Yeah, that was the break hold, so that would have counted pretty much any move.
Right, got ya.
But unfortunately that did take meter. Having said that, Rev does have a slight advantage in terms of meter gain so far, so he'll be able to get the first chunk of it back first.
Do you know, I've got to say, I love the way that healer moves. She's got an interesting moveset. I mean, she's kind of like a, I don't want to say more mobile, but she's a more, she's like Joseph in Tekken.
She's, Mila's been registered as an MMA fighter.
She's more kickboxing.
So
really.
yeah, very sort of like kickboxing kind of strikes and lots of like grapple hold on the floor as well.
Yeah. But I'm definitely liking it. She's a pleasure to watch. I don't know, shot like Snake fisting all this kickboxing.
There we go.
Look at that.
Just a standard counter.
Awesome. Nice big punish.
Rev really taking advantage here. He's not going to let go of it.
Come on, come at me.
They're all worried about it now. So, yep. Oh, no. Rev didn't manage to keep the flames all the way. And this could be it. Yes.
Oh, there you go. Now that third game, even more decisive than the last. I think Ivanov probably saw everything that he needed to see.
I'll make you cry.
That's all. Okay. No. You can come off now.
We do have a tournament to go through, guys.
Yeah. But no, I think that was great. Great sportsmanship from the players. And we've got the next guys turning up. We've got Jack Misty and Solid Rose turning up. Now, Solid Rose, a former Revolver winner. And
A lot riding on that then.
well, I say Revolver. He won in Tekken. But he came. I can't remember who came second or third out of these guys with in the Dead or Alive tournament we held on that day. But either way, these guys are both very, very good.
Okay.
I don't know who Solid Rose uses. For those of you in the chat who remember, you Tekken fans, you might remember that this would be held an invitational, and they did a poll to see who would win one of the spots in this invitational, and Solid Rose's inclusion was a very hotly discussed topic because he's got a lot of skill.
Well, let's see if this skills translate over to Dead Light 6.
Well, we'll see. Be interesting. I'm sure it'll be fun. Now, I have no idea who Solid Rose is going to choose.
Here we go. Everyone changing the controls. Everyone has their preferred controls in this game. So look. Yep, looks like Misty is locking with Hayate as
Why
before.
can't people just use standard controls in the game? Seriously. Back in my day, right?
Ooh, Mary Rose, here we go.
Back in my day, you had the arcade controls, and that was it. There was none of this, custom button nonsense.
So it doesn't help that Dead or Alive actually changed its button controls like midway through the series as
Really?
well.
Did they?
Yes.
Okay.
So initially, on the Dreamcast, for example, if you have the diamond formations, square was punch, triangle was kick, and X was hold, with circle being the throw button.
Yep.
And basically that was for Dead or Alive 2 and 3. And then afterwards they changed it so that square was hold, triangle was punch, and square was kick. So they basically just rotated it slightly. So depending on which game you actually got into, it can change the, which ones you prefer. Like I prefer the really old school style.
Right. Now, I don't know anything about Mary Rose. Is she a fairly new character?
She was introduced in Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate as a DLC character again. But she is absurdly popular.
She looks like Lucky Chloe. She's got that weird
She predates
stance
that
thing.
as well. She predates that as
Oh,
well.
I know that, but she looks like her.
She is a bit of a diminutive character, should we say. But yeah, she's very, very popular in terms of the characters. Mostly just for her design rather than to play as.
Yeah.
You don't see too many Mary Rose players.
Now, I've got to wonder if this is Solid Rose's main, or if he loses, he'll make a character selection. Oh, that was nice. Did you see that hop?
Yep. That's one of the main features of Mary Rose, and being able to do a quick side offset.
Right.
But Misty going straight in with a full fatal combo there. Massive damage. And Mary Rose just coming in there saying, no, I'm just going to smack you in the face.
Quality. See, this actually looks quite bad because she looks like she's like about 12, and this big burly man is pummeling her face.
Proper bullying.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, upside down goes putting another good point. Quite a lot of people today have been quite fixed in their Life 5 styles, so not all of them have been using the meter as they could do.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen too many break holds especially, and maybe just a few break holds here and there.
Is this one of the first DOA games which has meter? Because I don't know.
Yes.
5.
This is the first game in Dead or Alive series had meter. Dead or Alive 5 had
Hear the wind cry.
something similar to the raise system. In fact, I think Tekken actually copied it off them, where once you lose about half your health,
Yeah.
then your life bar starts flashing and you unlock more powerful versions of certain moves,
Yeah.
which had all the cutscenes and stuff involved in that. So they took that out and put meter into this game, and it's a bit divisive, let's say.
I've got to say, this makes me feel a little uncomfortable as a father, seeing this little girl getting beat up. This does not reflect our core values.
Would it be different if the girl was beating the entire day up there?
Well, yeah. It's, it's probably like Hollywood violence. It's a bit unbelievable, but it's fine.
Yeah, we all saw people in Kick-Ass.
Isn't it?
So.
Well, mind you, that was awesome.
Yeah,
that was awesome as hell.
Yeah, that was you mean typical girl?
Yeah, but she was like a tomboy. Do you know what I mean? This is like a girly girl. You see, look, all tumbling away like she's. So, I shouldn't even like.
Solid Rose struggling there to really make a dent in the Misty's defense here.
Yeah. Oh, block swift punish there. And the barrage continues. so far, Solid Rose hasn't really found an answer for Hayate.
And he's not taking advantage of his meter either.
No,
So,
but then it's a new thing. People don't really know how and when to use it, do they? So you can't really expect, like...
oh yes, but having said that, it's kind of like smart bombs in shmups, you know. If you die with a load of smart bombs in your costume, then you're not quite doing things right.
Yeah, it's true.
Same in this game. Like if you die on 4 meter and not having used any of it, it's not quite. Oh, that's a nice good side step there.
I love that hop.
Nice still. No, didn't quite utilise. You see, that was a break hold, but unfortunately there was no attachment going through there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Toddlers did manage to get some things going there.
He did.
It just wasn't enough.
He did. Maybe this character's...
I can hear the wind crying.
Play losers.
We play the losers until we get to winners. Winners final.
Okay, so that was one of my bracket bosses just asking me what I would like to do. Should we go for the winners final or should we play our way through losers? And I think we should play and show you guys what's happening in the losers bracket. So we have... what?
Top Boy saying we found your character.
Found Mike? Yeah, okay, sure. No. How about no? Not manly or like muscly enough. So we're going to play through losers.
You say that, no manly or musty, but weren't you the one saying, oh, I think that Christy could be quite alright?
Yeah, but she's quite manly.
Did you hear that, chat?
We're going to play our way through the losers bracket and go away through. And once we've got to the losers final, we'll get to the winners final, and we'll see who's going to win the game. So as you know, we're giving away copies of the game today. We've got 3 for the top 3, along with lots of other goodies from Koei Tecmo Europe who are in attendance today. We have, I think he's gone now. We had the general manager of Koei here for a while. He may have gone on to
I
other
think he
things.
said he
But
was only going to be here for the first half.
yeah, but we are left with the community manager for Koei Tecmo Europe.
Good old
Who's
Simon.
here? Good old Sai. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's policing the chat, so if you guys have any questions for him, please feel free to ask. So, stepping up, we have... who is this? Oh, Platinum Kid and Reigning Tyrant. Weren't these guys among the first people that we saw? This is a run back. This was the very first game that we saw today.
How is that?
Yeah, Platinum Kid and Reigning Tyrant.
No, because Platinum Kid fought even on first, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, how's that a run back?
Yeah, this is not a run back. Excuse me, I'm stupid. Platinum Kid lost to Ultimate Ivanov earlier and fought his way through losers and is now fighting Reigning Tyrant, who won against Eternal Dragon
but
and lost
to
to Solid Rose, who you just saw lose.
So it's possible for... No, not quite.
Yeah, that can't happen as
Not
well.
yet.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah. That's go all the way to losers.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no, we're going to go all the way through losers so we can keep bringing you DOA today. Okay. So,
This is your last chance to run away.
let's go. Oh, hang on, wait. This is Law. No, it's not.
Jan Lee.
Jan Lee. I think this is a thing, isn't it?
Every he can do user has to have the tracksuit.
I know, right?
It has to. It's good to see character variations here. So
Well, I don't think Reigning Tyrant used Jan Lee earlier today. He was somebody else. I couldn't tell you who, but it's nice to know that he can use more than one character. Oh, look at that.
myself standing. Flying kick and standing. Really.
Look at this. That pressure in the corner. It'll be in Ayane's best interest to get out of there. Instead of getting manhandled like that.
He's a Lex.
Oh, look at
Vice
that.
is pure violence. Yeah, I can agree with that. Although I was always more of a mature fan when it comes to King Fighters. So.
Mature?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mature's awesome. She's not Vice though.
there with the overhead.
In your face.
Indeed.
Platinum is struggling a little bit here.
I think it's just not being able to do the guessing game, play the guessing game well for the counters.
But see, that was almost instant. There's no way you could have seen that coming. Surely.
There is a bit of a delay because he has to turn around and actually bring the elbows in before he strikes it back.
Right.
So if you press back, then you should be able to block it.
Indeed, Rod. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Vice is indeed greater than mature.
Give it your all.
Yeah, Grunt, I think so too. The movie is definitely blockable.
Right, so if you've just joined us and you're wondering why the hell we're doing a DOA tournament, it's because the good folks at Koei Tecmo Europe have given us, for the day, the use of a number of consoles and this game. So we can hold I can't even say it, pre-relaunch I was going to say. What the hell's a pre-relaunch? A pre-launch tournament. A pre-release tournament. The game isn't actually out for another 11 days or so.
Wow,
Look at that.
taking advantage of the armor there just to smack Henry right in the face.
The winner of this tournament, the top 3 places in this tournament, will win a copy of DOA 6, along with lots of other goodies.
Yeah, Paxton Kids. Oh, he's starting to get into a little bit now.
Smacks him on the arse.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, back throw.
Very bad misjudge of the throw there.
Maybe Tyrant turning into a bit of a beast here. I'm sure he wasn't this convincing earlier
Very
on.
demonic. At the moment, Tyrant seems to have most of the answers. Pattern Kids managed to get in some offense here and there, but it is pretty much all hitting Tyrant right now.
Pretty much.
Oh, that was a nice punch, breakthrough punish there.
She's not getting up. She got up.
And that's it.
Very decisive.
Yeah, really Tyrant definitely knows showing his familiarity with Dead Light 6 specifically here.
So that was interesting actually. So Reigning Tyrant winning that quite.
That was a pretty convincing win.
It was. It wasn't much of a fight there. But yeah, so we'll go on to our next match, who I think is Iozi Master. Is that right?
Izayoi.
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 Yeah.
That bloke, who's also a master, is going up against Revelations. The Revelations we've not seen yet today. He was one of the guys who got here early and was practicing, drilling out the game long before we started this tournament, because he opened doors here at 12 o'clock. And a few people turned up and have been playing this game quite a lot, and he's one of them. So I'm interested to see how he's going to do going up against the Master bloke.
Well, it's like mostly players. It seems to be like how well he can adapt, yet not completely shrug off the old habits from Dead or Alive 5.
Yeah. But of course, guys, if you were expecting a high-level play, I can't guarantee that you'll get it. You'll get close, because this game isn't out
The play
yet.
is getting better as the tournament goes along, though.
It is, as you'd expect,
so,
yeah. As you'd expect. Sorry. Here we go. We have... Oh, where is it? That one. And, yeah. So I think we're doing all right. Guys, in the stream, let us know if you're enjoying this tournament, if you're enjoying this pre-release event.
Let's have a look. How do you feel DOA 6 stages compared to DOA 5s? They're definitely busier, and a lot more just minor interactions in the stages. Makes for a lot more interesting stuff on each particular level. But I have to admit, I miss the special stages from Dead Life 5, like the skyscraper where you could hang off the ledge and then you put into the rock paper scissors questions. See if you get more damage down. I missed that because that was really really fun in Dead or Alive 5. But overall, comparing like more standard stages from 5 and 6, I think overall they're better.
As you can see, we're at Magic Madhouse in London. These guys are the people who have allowed us to use their space today. We're actually partnered with them, so we do a lot of our home events here, which is quite nice.
Let's have a look. No, 95 Gaming. Yeah, I definitely agree. It's really hard to find Dead or Alive tournaments, especially in Europe. In the US, you've got Big E Gaming, who basically holds up the scene pretty much on his own, and Japan have their own thing. But in Europe, there's very, very little in terms of DOA. Koei Tecmo are hoping to change that with their World Tour and really pushing like a proper tournament standard for Dead or Alive 6. But honestly, when it comes to just getting things done, get people to play the game, make some noise. In the locals, in like the larger tournaments people attend to, just let them know that you want to see Dead or Alive, and get the players just out from the woodworks and into the tournaments. That's all I can say. In terms of the ones available, the first one at least announced after the release of the game will be Sakura Fight Festa in London. That should be followed up by CEO, which is, I believe, beginning of June. So they're the first two currently Dead or Alive 6 tournaments officially.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, are you doing is Sakura Fight Festa be 4 hours? That's May, what? Start of May,
yeah,
isn't
start
it?
of May, yeah.
Damn it. I was hoping to beat you guys to the punch. Mind you, we probably still could.
What, the first weekend of May?
Yeah.
So you have to basically do... you basically have April.
Yeah, we can do that.
You're going to do just to spite them.
Yep. We will do a DOA tournament in April.
UK FGC politics here, people.
Just to spite NGI, because we can. Yeah. No, NGI are very good friends to us. We've done a lot of work together on projects, and hopefully we will continue to do so.
Okay, guys. Yep, Maestro. Europe is definitely going to be a part of the DOA World Championships. No full information has been disclosed as of yet. They do have all the frameworks, and they have a good solid list of tournaments and events which they're going to be extending their hands to. But you have to wait for the official word from them, because they haven't even told us yet.
Yeah. So, where are we now? We are at... I've lost my
quarters
bracket page. Oh, we're still here.
Yeah.
This is still losers round 2. So
Right,
we've got
okay.
a few losers matches to get through. But we're going to do the whole of the losers bracket to show you guys lots of DOA. Hopefully lots of character variety. Lots of stage
we've
transitions.
got Kasumi, our first Kasumi today, from Izayoi Master.
Thought.
They're all thoughts to you, aren't they?
Indeed, they're all thoughts. Apart from Christie's. Christie's quite interesting.
But even Mary Rose is a thought.
She's too young to be thought. What's like the underage equivalent of a... No, I didn't say that. That does not reflect our core values. Right, okay. Moving swiftly on. Here we go. That's actually a pretty decent costume. I like it.
Ready, Kasumi.
Okay, so standard costume for Kasumi there. Standard player 2 costume, I should say.
Yeah.
Just going in there with the jabs, just testing out Revelations, I think, at this point. And Revelations just having none of it.
Yeah. Nice back throw.
Ooh, some nice damage in. Wall combos there. Into Inazuma drop, and that's the round. Spin window, we wholeheartedly agree. We should actually petition Koei Tecmo to actually release the free-to-play version as core values instead of core fighters. We totally should.
Look at this. This pressure against the wall. Now, how hard is it to get away from the wall once you've been put there?
It's not too hard, because mostly this is Dead or Alive, so you always have your counters and you've got your your fatal counter as well. So
Right.
it's not too much of a threat, but if you get hit from combo and get backed in, then yeah, you will get bounced. You'll get at least one bounce back to continue the combo. So it can be very damaging. But if you're aware of the attack and you're not already, being hit, then there's sort of a fair few ways to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, sidestep is also another one.
I have
Right.
purged your evil.
Okay, so we may have the names wrong, I'm being told.
Possibly.
That master bloke, Izayoi? Izayoi. Apparently he was maybe the
Show me
principal.
you're ready. Kasumi.
Yeah, I think the names are wrong. It's entirely possible. There's a few guys on it. So, in other news, one of our community guys, and this is not DOA related at all actually, one of our community guys, Arsene Wenger, got picked up by Harrier Esports today. I'm a little bit sore about this. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm really, really happy with the guy because Elf is at capacity as far as players, sponsored players are concerned. So for him to be picked up by an up-and-coming group like Harrier Esports is a big deal. Yeah. Well, we swapped the names, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, congratulations to Arsene Wenger. I'm very, very pleased with him, and we'll continue to support him because he is part of our community, regardless of who he plays with. Along with Harry Esports, because both of them are great guys. Great.
Looks like Revelations is getting back into this now.
Indeed.
Trying to get on board, but no.
So, let's find out who actually won that.
Pretty sure.
Is Ayoi?
He's a Yo-Yo Master.
Is
Well,
it-
just ask who Revelations played, and then we'll find out.
Oh, I'll ask Revelations. His name is easy to pronounce.
Revelations. Which did you win? You lost. You won. Okay. Was that? I think so. We're like, what the hell just happened?
Did we just say Arsene Wenger? No, Arsene Wenger. That's his name. His gamer tag, Arsene Wenger. Benga.
Benga boys.
Yeah, not Wenger, Benga. But yeah, so he just got signed to an esports team. And we're really, really happy for him. Anyway, so the winner of that match was actually Izayoi Master.
He's a Yo-Yo Master.
I
so
said it! Oh my days!
Yay!
I said it! Izayoi Master. Awesome.
He's learning.
Indeed. These funny mouth movements. Funny and difficult to
Hey,
deal.
no, 257. Thank you for that. Yeah, the game does look awesome indeed. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and hope you enjoyed the game when it comes out. And play the demo, damn it. Comes out next weekend.
Yeah. So our next match, we can see Neo Kage sitting down. Now Neo Kage is the Bayman user,
Yeah.
and he likes big body, slow characters, and he's going up against.
But he doesn't play bass.
No, I've not seen Bass in this tournament yet. It's a shame.
He's not a particularly popular character, to be fair.
Or Tina. I remember using Tina.
Tina's.
Is she a bit meh?
I always found it a bit there.
Yeah, she's a bit meh.
Japan definitely doesn't like her that much.
Okay. Japan doesn't like Tina. Japan, what is wrong with you, man? Like, Tina is like awesome, though.
They like their Leo Tengus and their Mary Roses.
Japan, we need to have a talk. We need to have a talk. But yeah. So we've got Neo Kage up against Crapo. I'm hoping I'm saying that right.
Doesn't matter if it's
It's
not
got one
really.
P, so it could be Crapo.
Crapo.
Yeah.
No, that'd be C-R-E-P-O, like crepe.
Yeah, but that's if you're like being pretentious in French,
True.
you know. But it's Crapo. We'll say Crapo because it sounds a lot more nicer than Crapo. So yeah, the guys are setting up. We are